Fisherman stop, fisherman stop, or seafood lovers shop. Fisherman stop, the ultimate seafood shop.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
I missed you guys.
Yeah, I missed you too. It was a different show.
It's like dang near 2 weeks off, man.
Yeah, dude. I thought you weren't showing up. Wasn't sure.
Today?
Thought you forgot.
Yeah,
man.
I thought about it. I thought about just going, you know what? What's 2 more days? Let me just take 2 more days.
It is weird to start like on the third day of the week after you've been gone for an entire, actually a week and a day.
Yeah.
Because you weren't here Friday, right? That Friday before, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Almost 2 weeks.
It's not like any news happened.
I know,
while
right?
you were gone or anything.
I know. Angie kept saying, "Are you sure you don't want to go in?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to go in."
I would have told you. Turn your ass around.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, get out of here, man. What's
James
wrong
has
with you?
this. Like even the Georgia day with Jamie Newman.
Actually, I will say I would have told you that, but I would have understood because it was heavy news.
Yeah.
That happened with cuts. I guess if we would have probably planned it out a little bit better, we would have been like, maybe this ain't the best time to take a vacay because the news. It'd have been good to tag team, but it was all right. It was all right.
I mean, Yannick was rumored to be traded for like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
And then we didn't know when, but we just, the 1 week you take off. And then the Fournette news kind of came out of left field.
That was crazy too.
I'm still mad at you about that. I called you a coward.
Why?
Because you should have tweeted it out, man.
I should have. I know. But then, like, I hit the Jamie Newman news.
Tweeted what out?
That when we were at the
scrimmage.
Oh yeah.
And I said to James, like, something's off with Leonard, bro. Like, dude is just over there chilling by himself.
So you think he knew, or maybe that was the last straw?
Something was going on. Like he would take a rep and then he'd just go take a knee by himself, like he was sad and put in a corner. And it was like noticeable.
A tired knee or a knee for social justice?
in between.
I mean, who knows now?
Yeah. In between, somewhere in between all of that. But by the way, it's the Sports Den brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Denny Thompson, James Coleman, JJ LaSelva. We are one more wake up away from real football. I don't call what I've been watching the last couple of weeks on Saturday real football.
Not at all.
It's been the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. In fact, there's times that I thought about resigning every job that I have in football and media so I wouldn't have to watch that crap. It was terrible. Navy, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Did you see? So, okay, I guess it's not bearing the lead. Did you see what they announced today? It was breaking news, Judge. You got to hit this.
Who announced?
Navy.
Okay.
The United States, the Naval Academy in Annapolis.
Uh-huh.
From this day forward.
Okay.
They will now have full contact practice.
Yeah, well, I guess that was like a Maryland state law or something. And this is like,
aren't they sovereign? Like, don't military?
Exactly.
Aren't they a military base? They have their own law.
The crazy thing about this is, and this is what I was like, I keep trying to tell people. Okay, so you're telling me they can't hit because of safety concerns, but you want them to go out and play a game after they haven't hit?
Yeah, you might as well just say, you know what? We're going to cancel our season. You can't play football in this state. If that's what you're going to do. Because you talk about putting your soldiers in a bad city, in a bad spot.
They made BYU look like Alabama. I mean, it was like.
That being said, though, I get that, right? I get it. NFL, you don't really hit that much in camp anymore at a certain point. You know how to run full speed into another individual. Like, you didn't just forget how to play football.
Were doing that.
But I'm saying, like, you don't just forget how to wrap up like that, do you?
Is it that strong done it for a minute?
When you don't do it for a while?
If you haven't done it for a minute, apparently you do, because that's what I watched.
It was bad.
It was absolutely terrible. But
there was also no sound or no like piped in.
You know what? Let's start there. Let's start there. I am pro fake crowd noise
because of that.
Yes,
that experience was terrible.
It was awkward.
You could hear the sidelines, the guys celebrating on the sideline. That was just about it.
And it's not what you want to hear. Like, if you're going to let me hear something, let me hear it all. I don't want to hear the kickoff team being cheerleaders after a big hit. It annoys me. I am completely, as a show, can we agree on this that we are pro fake crowd noise?
Yeah, pipe it in. Pipe it up.
Okay. Because we were not in agreement on that when all this first started.
I'm still not in agreement with you. Sorry. But 2-1. So yeah.
You would rather watch that?
Not that specifically, but I enjoy like
I think it would be better. Let me get
cheesy.
this weekend out the way.
Sorry, I think it's cheesy.
Let me get this weekend out the way, and then I give you a better.
But y'all are gonna have fans there,
dude. Barely.
Yeah, but that's
some better than nothing. You can still tell, like 20,000 people cheering. You can still hear
that's
that.
Fair. That's fair.
I mean, the Jags are going to have fans there, and apparently, I didn't know this. They're the only NFL team that's going to have fans
No,
there.
tomorrow as well. It's also the Chiefs, but yes, one of two.
So the only one on Sunday.
Yes,
we'll be in the tops.
We're leading the league in attendance.
Hell yeah, bro!
And you all
they
wanted to play to London. Viability,
take
my
that
butt.
shot.
Yeah,
and we don't have Lot J.
And guess how
we're
many?
Already getting.
Guess how many fans Fulham's gonna have on Saturday? 0.
Ha! Which one's a sustainable business, Shad?
Exactly.
Take that. So much going on in the world today with sports, with the NFL starting tomorrow night. Deshaun Watson getting paid. Jalen getting paid. Both have the same agent.
David McGillicuddy getting paid.
David Malgata, or whatever his name is, has had the best week, a much better week than any of us. We can safely say.
Definitely.
That we'll get into that a little bit later. But I guess we have to start with Jags, and it is officially game week. Am I alone in thinking that the Jags? Give me the percentage chance that the Jags win this week inside the rowdy stadium that is TIAA Bank Field? Give me a percentage.
I mean, percentage?
Yes, a percentage that the Jags win.
I mean, I'll give them 35 because there are NFL franchise.
35?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, anything can happen. The Colts have their share of issues, but and maybe it'll work. Like part of me wants to really believe. Like I envy Hacker. And some other guys. Not just Hack, Hayes, guys from another station that I won't mention. Some of the people in the media. I need that level of optimism in 2020.
No one's ever accused me of being a Jaguar homer. I get ripped for being too negative on the team.
No, you don't. Like I followed the tweet. JJ, you saw the retweet, right? I had to retweet him and it's like, do you still feel this way? And you know what he told? Yes. I had to ask him if he still felt the Jags were trying to win, basically. He said, yes, I do. I can't. He's like, I'm starting to backpedal a little bit, but I still feel. I don't feel that strongly about anything in life. I know what I see. They are trying to, lie. I got to always tell people, lie to your pastor. Don't lie to me. You're not trying to win, dude.
Right. They may not be trying to lose, but they're not trying to win.
Douglas Marrone is going to go out there every day with a game plan to try to win.
Yes, and the players are going to give it all they have.
The front office isn't. They aren't being honest with these guys.
I feel bad for Doug Marrone.
They just trot him out there every couple of days.
They do. Does anybody else? Am I the only one?
Yeah,
no,
I think
I
he's
agree.
dead man walking.
But I mean, he shouldn't even have a job there still. So, like, do I really feel bad for a guy that in most cases would have been laid off already? Not really.
I guess 35% is high. Here's my problem. I think that I'm not saying the Jags are going to win a lot of games, but I think they're going to be fairly entertaining. I think it's going to be fun to watch them at times. But at the end of the day, football in its purest form is you have to tackle the other guy.
Right.
Indianapolis may not have to throw a forward pass.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look at their O-line, you look at the Jaguars' defensive line, and you watch them hand off to two pretty good running backs, and they start getting 5 yards a clip. 35% seems high to me.
You got to understand, man. You got to understand.
What am I understanding?
That you need to understand.
What am I understanding?
We have Taven Bryant.
Right.
So our run,
that's kind of what I'm saying.
Our run defense is going to be exponentially better. We got rid of one of the best defensive ends in the NFL who got picked up, like who they traded him to Baltimore. So when you get rid of your better defensive lineman, typically,
I'm not going to let you call Calais one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL anymore.
He's still pretty good. He's better than what we have. He's going to start in Baltimore, right?
Don't you think? I didn't think that was the defensive end you were talking about.
I didn't either at first.
No, I was about to get to the other one.
Okay.
But he can't stop the run, per what they said.
Well, they're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't do very well. But
it's not a strong point.
What we in my experience with football, typically you try to get better and add pieces. But the Jags I guess they figured they're trying to do that in the draft and it didn't work out. So they're going to do the reverse. They're going to take away pieces and hope for the best. So you get rid of your better players, not just on the D-line. You get rid of your better players and your experienced players in the secondary too. Because you figure, well, Jalen's not here. He's
been gone. That wasn't their decision.
I don't care what anybody says. You've got 3 guys who have never played, who have no preseason and haven't played a snap in the NFL.
But I want to know
whose first experience is going to be against a potential Hall of Fame quarterback. Does that bode well for you?
No, but I don't think it changes. I'm with you on everything else, but my view would not change if AJ Boye and Ronnie Harrison were there.
I would have said been like 4 to 5 games. But it's 4 games, excuse me. I apologize.
Whoa.
They're not winning more than 4 games.
I thought you meant they were.
No, I'm saying I thought they were.
Even
if they would have,
your outlook would not change with either one.
Even if they would have kept those guys, yes. But I would have felt like they were giving it the old college try.
Like it's not that like every one of these guys individually would have made that much of a difference, but when you add them all up, it makes a massive difference.
I'm with you. I
like
get
death
it.
by 1,000 cuts.
I get it, but we've got to be consistent here. And we were all roasting AJ last year.
Oh yeah, he was bad.
Like terribly.
Yes, you're right.
And Ronnie Harrison, are we really that upset? Like, what did he do?
No, but it's just better than rookies.
We don't know that. I'm not sure.
I guess.
Yannick Ngakoue hurts. Jalen didn't want to be here, but that hurts. Calais Campbell hurts because he still was contributing. Like those guys, I can get behind you. I'm not going to sit here and whine and cry about AJ Boye when Sammy Watkins basically had a whole year's of output on him last year in the first game.
Sammy Watkins got a high fantasy football rating off of AJ.
Oh yeah,
I was looking at him. I was like,
too high.
Draft this guy's ass unless he's going up against AJ.
But your points are taken. I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong. I'm just saying I wouldn't point to the defensive backfield as the issue. In fact, I kind of hope they do throw the ball because that means they're not running the ball. Like what I want to see is the receivers take the step they're supposed to take. I want to see Gardner have a good game. I want to see our offensive line do anything at all. And then I actually want to see us be able to control the run, not even stop it. Just don't run it down our throats. Win, lose, or draw. If we see those things, cool. Like we just had somebody on the text line hit us up on the Lifetime Enclosure text line. Said, will you all apologize to Dave if the team wins 7 to 8 games? Hell no.
No.
That's what he's supposed to do.
No, because I'm not just because of that. Because then he would have put us in a worse position. You don't do all that. Like, now, this is where I will apologize. If we win 9, I'll get on here and I'll apologize to both.
No, or if they win 1 or 2, because that was the whole point of doing all this.
No, I'm saying like if they win 9 games, the Gardner's obviously
and they're in the playoffs.
Yes, we have some.
I want to apologize.
We have some young talent that we could build around. I'll even slice some tomatoes and put it on a bologna sandwich for Doug.
I agree,
but I don't think that's gonna happen. Like you can't say like that's a big if. That's like if I win the lotto, will I come to do radio anymore? Probably not, but that's not going to happen. The odds are against me. I just don't understand how anybody can really look at all of this. And again, I need those guys' optimistic outlook on life because I'm obviously not positive enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to get on to you, Mrs. Caldwell, who's got to be texting this, but that is his job. His job is to win football games, and he has not done that. Like, I see a text earlier talking about how he was in salary cap jail at the beginning of the year. Well, who put him there? He did.
That's the funniest thing about all of this is that people are going to, like, people want to give somebody applause for getting themselves out of a situation that they put themselves in.
Oh, now we're being called hypocrites.
I'm not a hypocrite. I mean, I've been called worse.
Yeah.
Cool. Whew, that's it. Okay, good.
I felt like, to be fair, I felt like that when people were giving me praise for quitting smoking cigarettes, because it was like, well, I was just doing something that's terrible that most people don't do.
No, you did.
So it's like,
something
I'm Dave
hard.
Caldwell.
Well,
winning games in the NFL is hard.
To your defense, though, JJ,
by the way,
you can say you were marketed to. You were
week 3 today.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm proud of you, regardless of what you think. I'm happy for
Thank you.
Yes.
And I will apologize to Dave if they get to the playoffs or if they get Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, if they get to the playoffs, yeah. If they get Trevor Lawrence.
Because then job well done.
What are y'all apologizing about? I'm confused.
Just for
I
questioning
said
his decisions.
Because I said they stink and they're doing things on purpose to tank. And they won't tell us the truth.
How long has Dave Caldwell been here?
8 years.
How many times have we drafted in the top 10 in those 8 years?
Was it 7?
Yeah, what are y'all apologizing for?
No, I'm talking about these specific offseason moves.
Like, this right here is egregious. That's one of my favorite words. It just sounds so, like, good.
Like, to not get Jordan Love in the back half of the first round is just, I'll never understand it.
We got to take a break.
We do. Just jokes.
We have to
people,
take a
just
break.
Jokes.
I mean, we got plenty to talk about. I don't need to tease anything because it's going to be 2 hours of pure,
we'll figure something out.
like just entertainment for you guys. We'll be right back.
For high school football play-by-play, it's 1010XL.
I'm Tim Krause of the Bishop Kenny Crusaders. We kick off our season this year against Episcopal at home on Friday night. Catch all the senior night action on 92.5 FM.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com. That's where you need to go to find out everything about them, like their locations. They've got a lot of them. So there's one near you. Their team of doctors, which is the best around. Some of the best right here in Jacksonville for you to go to. So stop limping around. Stop complaining about your shoulder or your knee or your back or anything like that. And go live life. Go get Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Let them fix you right up like they've done to me. That's se-ortho.com. That's Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Hey Jacksonville, Safety Tom here with Remedy Staff. Concerned about keeping your family safe during these difficult times? We are as well. Wash your hands frequently. Self-monitor. If you have symptoms, self-isolate to keep friends, family, and coworkers safe. Need a doctor? Don't just show up. Give them a heads up. Call the COVID hotline for guidance at 1-866-779-6121. These are just a few quick safety tips from Remedy Staffing, keeping you, your family, friends, coworkers, and our healthcare workers safe in Jacksonville.
Finding the next job is a big job, and that part of what you do is a little tough right now. Because of that, Lowe's for Pros is here to help. Get $400 in leads on us with a free 1-year subscription from HomeAdvisor to connect to jobs that make sense for you. Sign up at lowesforpros.com/pro-loyalty to get started. Just one more reason why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Now let's get to work. Subscription and $400 lead credit subject to HomeAdvisor's approval and terms. Valid for new HomeAdvisor customers only. Lowe's loyalty required. More terms apply. Valid through 9/9 US only.
Football is back. And Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars are ready to win. Visit Jaguars.com and join us at the bank. Season tickets mean you'll be there in person for a Thursday night matchup with the Dolphins, a rivalry game against the Steelers, and crucial contests with our AFC South Division opponents. The Jaguars are taking every precaution to keep our fans safe and ensure we can be two balls together this fall. Limited capacity seats remain. Visit Jaguars.com or call 904-633-2000 and lock in your seats for the 2020 season.
If you're a man over 45, have frequent urination, an urgent need to go, a weak flow, or waking at night to urinate, it's time to consider UroLift. This is Dr. West, urologist with McKeever Clinic. UroLift is a non-invasive outpatient procedure with minimal downtime. If you suffer from an enlarged prostate and want to avoid the sexual side effects of medication and invasive surgery, UroLift may be for you. Contact McKeever Clinic at 355-6583. That's 355-6583.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters.
Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun made the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Kick off your week with Breakfast with Boselli.
Coffee?
Tony Boselli, Dan Hicken, and Jeff Prosser.
And some dry white toast, please.
Monday morning.
Something hot.
Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
Breakfast of champions.
On 1010XL.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
Instant Keys offers honest professional locksmith service for lost or broken keys and keyless entry remotes. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. 722-1111.
New and pre-owned firearms in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, Beretta, and even new Kimbar Micro 380s at $499. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn, Jacks Beach.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
ACC talk coming up next segment. So Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Make sure you get to thehumidor.com for all your cigar needs. Shop, fill your card up, and then when you check out, type in Sports Den, all lowercase, all one word, and you'll get 20% off of your order at thehumidor.com.
Not just ACC talk. I mean, we have Mike Norvell talk.
Well, I mean, Mike Norvell is the ACC.
You're right about that.
Who is Dabo?
Because this program is going back to the top.
You don't understand what we're trying to do here. But we'll get to that.
You don't really understand what it's all about.
That's what it is. But we start off the show and we missed something, James.
Okay.
Minshew sound.
Okay. After listening to him, let's go. I was hearing him sing something. Mia posted something that bothered me.
No, he was lip syncing.
I don't care.
It's for the NFL doc. You haven't seen the commercial?
No.
Oh God, you'll see it a million times.
I saw it today for the first time. I'm sure there's a longer version with him in it somewhere because the one I saw, he was literally only in it for like half a second. But everybody's singing the same song. So maybe there is a video out there of him just singing the entire song himself. Well, lip syncing.
Well, I mean, I don't think he sang his press conference. But Minshew did have.
I wish he would have. It would have been more exciting.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He's like super professional now. He's not bringing anything. Let's just listen to it. Okay. I'll let you be the judge.
All right, let's start with clip one.
Yeah, I think every year's a new year. I think every team's a new team. I don't think years past really have anything to do with like this current season. So I'm excited for the opportunity that we have. I think we have a lot of guys that can make plays, and I think when we talk about attacking and attacking in different ways, that's getting different people involved. Having multiple guys get touches. We got a lot of guys that are really good with the ball in their hands.
Dude, I'm my bad. This is why I sighed, because you weren't here last week. So I came to this conclusion. Not only does the team suck, they're not honest, and the press conference suck. It's a bunch of cliches and a bunch of things that you can't really get anything out of. It's all coach speak.
Well,
and Gardner starts almost every sound with the exact same phrase.
I actually cut it better, but yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, I think DJ's guys that have the. He's a great guy. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I did a better job of cutting out his yas and nas.
I mean, listen,
that's fine.
I mean, I have no problem.
When you're a quarterback
to be himself, that's who he is. That part of it, but
he's not being himself. That's the thing.
Well, I'm saying if you're gonna critique how he starts an answer,
no, that's not necessarily, because that's like a safe.
If you would have heard it, you would have laughed.
Like they asked him about Leonard Fournette, and then
it's just his what do you call it when somebody has like a not a tick, but like a
tell.
Yeah, I guess. But if somebody asks him whatever, if you say like, "Hey, the sky is blue," he'll be like, "Nah, yeah."
You know what? It's a perfect example. Remember when we called out when we said that we knew Allen Robinson was getting cut?
Mm-hmm.
Basically that. I know I know when I'm being BS.
What?
I know when I'm being.
Oh, you mean when Dave Caldwell said this?
We can't afford a rebuilding year, and that's not our mindset. Our mindset is to put the best team out there to play, to compete, and to win.
Like that voice sounded aggravated.
To win at the end. Hold on.
We can't afford a rebuilding year, and that's not our mindset. Our mindset is to put the best team out there to play, to compete, and to win.
To win.
I mean, you're in Jacksonville. You're expected to win. That's what we've grown accustomed to here. I mean, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all want him to say.
Yeah,
though.
I'm being negative.
No, I'm talking more specifically about Gardner. Like, Dave Caldwell. Do we even care anymore?
No. I'm just being negative about Minshew. He is super professional. He knows he's the quarterback, and if he says something, but you know what I'm disappointed in is the media for not asking a question about Fournette and what he said about playing with the real quarterback.
Well,
like, what do you guys have to lose by asking him that?
Okay,
honestly,
let's get to it now.
You should be embarrassed.
Yeah, let's get to it now. I don't
get us a soundbite. Damn it.
Like that's like you'll go at Jalen. You'll go at Jalen.
Exactly, but you won't go at the people. We're friendly with Minshew. We'll let him call us silly fake names and laugh about it. Dude, just ask him this. Like it was the number 2 story on ESPN.com for the entire nation yesterday.
Nobody
was
asked
what he said about not playing with a real quarterback. Nobody asked him.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. Why did he say that?
Because he's playing with Tom Brady.
And
I think he might have been asked. Like I think he doesn't dislike.
May have been asked if he's ever played with
a real quarterback.
To be honest with you, Gardner.
James Gardner said it.
Gardner isn't the
Mr.
one.
Fournette.
Is Gardner real?
Gardner isn't the one who should feel as disrespected. I get it. Like Gardner knows he was thrown in a bad situation.
Don't you dare say Blake.
Blake is the one.
Blake
everybody
got paid.
else.
Gardner hadn't been paid yet.
You're right. Everybody else got paid, but I'm just saying it was more of a shot at. Man, you guys know Blake was ass. Like he's not a good. Then you gave me some 6th-round rookie. Like just put yourself in Leonard's shoes.
But Cody Kessler.
No, I am, and I can't understand a world where you say that.
Leonard's like, dude, what
it's
y'all
disrespect.
What do y'all want me to? Like the Jags fans say I suck. I produced 2 out of the 3 years that I'm here, but I ain't never had a quarterback. There's no threat of the passing game. They put 12 in the box. Matter of fact, the referee was against us.
Okay,
everybody was against us.
I mean, why would
you be disrespectful?
We're gonna get to this.
Listen, everybody is part of the Jags. Everybody takes shots on the way
Why?
out.
Why?
Because they hate them. They hate the front office.
And
I don't know. I don't have a good reason. I don't have a good reason.
It's very aggravating to me that you are now playing with the greatest quarterback of all time.
You should just be happy.
And you could just simply say, it is awesome to play with the greatest quarterback of all time.
Right.
No shots fired.
Right.
Instead, you make a turn. You turn to come back and kick Jacksonville again?
I think you get the energy that you put off. And when I see what the fans, we as fans,
come on.
No, Denny, like dead serious. Like everybody has taken everybody, they took their shots at him. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not here to say that. To be honest with you, Gardner did nothing to him. Like Gardner's probably been.
I would say
nice.
the fans were supportive about the Fournette being kicked down the road. You know,
everybody
being
was
kicked
like,
out of
everybody was.
I barely saw any
were
negative stuff about Fournette.
I saw a
legit
lot.
mad.
People were mad about the front office. Like, dude, you're just going to get rid of this guy.
I saw
for
that
nothing?
too. It was very confusing.
Because, like, yeah, I ride on Fournette. I don't think he was that great, and there was a lot of fans that felt like that. But when it came to him being cut, I didn't see too many people that were like, yeah, good move.
I think it was just because nobody knows. Everybody was like, hey, you literally just banked on a rookie that you didn't even feel qualified to draft.
No, I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to stay consistent on this. If they being Fournette and Yannick Ngakoue and Jalen and all these guys, if they want to continue in Ronnie Harrison, whatever reason he
was wild.
But if they want to continue to talk about
I'm
free and all that, has he said?
No, I'm saying since then, like since the trade. I mean,
tell us what the real problem is, like because none of them tell us.
They've all said that they don't want to win, and they've proven that to us.
Okay,
they've proven. We know that.
So Jalen didn't win last year.
Right.
Do you think it's
he just re-signed with them?
But Jalen also said it was a combination. They didn't pay me. They paid everybody else except for the people. So it was a twofold thing. It wasn't just one thing. And you're right. They didn't win. But ask yourself, have the moves that the Rams have made consistently show that they want to win, and have the moves the Jags made consistently show that they want to win? Which one would you feel more comfortable with in the next 3 to 5 years?
Winning.
I'm just asking.
Okay, time out. Hold on. When Jalen left, they were 1 year removed from the AFC Championship.
Right. But we also saw all of those different things that we were saying, like, man,
what did we see when he left?
Paying Blake was the right thing to do, but we weren't really sure about it. You paid Miles Jack all this money to try to secure it. Jan does everything right, and you don't pay him. You stall him, and then you give him a deal that was, hey, I'm good or not. I'm not here to argue that, but I'm just saying there's a lot of different. You got rid of Malik Jackson. You got rid of there's some pieces. Like I'm just saying, like if you were really in the situation, if you were a player, which franchise do you feel is trying to make moves to win in the now, Jacksonville or LA?
So every team that releases players, or every team that doesn't pay somebody, those players should go just keep talking about them for years
if you want to. If
the
argument is that they lack professionalism, there is no argument for that. But my thing with all of this is one, media, we bash players all the time.
Well,
we lack. So do we lack professionalism for talking about players who are far gone removed? Almost a full season.
When was the last time we talked about Jalen?
No, us?
Yeah.
No. Hayes retweeted the contract that Jalen signed and said, will he be happy?
Well, that's because Jalen's in the news. We don't ever talk about Jalen until Jalen takes a shot at Jacksonville.
But Jalen said no.
Jalen,
but what
bro,
I'm saying,
you know what I'm
saying. Here's the thing. If you're done, it's like I told Blue, we make Jalen East and West Coast news. If I'm done with somebody, you know what I do? Mute. I mute. So when you talk about a dude on the East Coast.
Man, come on. Jalen has tweeted multiple times every time the Jags make a move.
If you're telling me if it's wrong, I'm going to agree with you about it being
Jalen deserves every bit of energy he gets from Jacksonville fans.
Okay, then
because he's baiting it on.
Then you can't say somebody lives in your mind rent free if you pay them.
What are you talking about?
Pay them, if you pay somebody mind, you can't say you live in their mind rent free.
He tweets about Jacksonville all the time without
anybody. It might be true, but if you pay him mind,
he's
paying? Not. Anytime we retweet or we comment on it, we're giving him the energy that he wants.
So us retweeting what he says
and
about the team that we're fans of.
Okay, time out. Let's put it like this. I will admit this. I personally, James Coleman, don't follow Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
I see Jalen stuff only when the people I follow
but
retweet it. But I'm gonna say this. All I saw was my dog, his teammate, who wanted out. My dog is free. He comments on his teammate who was released.
His teammate?
His former teammate.
Okay, right.
Okay, all right. So it's Travis Johnson, my teammate.
No.
So now,
Right now,
anybody I've
are
ever
you still in
played
the
with,
league?
anybody I've ever played. So now that's
So wait,
so
we're
Bobby
gonna
Bowden's not my coach. I get it. Bobby Bowden's not my coach.
We're talking
Bobby's
about somebody that's active
But
now.
what I'm saying is that was somebody he built a relationship.
Okay, go ahead. So go ahead.
So
and
he
tell me
says
about
my
all of
dog
them.
is free, and
Okay.
then we retweet. Like then that's the only thing. I don't know. Did he say
Free from
anything
what?
else?
Free from what?
They want it out. I want to know. Did he say
that's my
anything
point.
else?
He says it about every
said-
single person that gets released.
I've seen him comment on Jan, who he had a
Said
good
about
relationship. He had a good relationship with Ronnie. He had a good relationship with Leonard.
Okay, so
I didn't
you
see
just
him
named
comment on
three.
Calais.
You just named three.
Those are the people he had good. You just said we can comment when he makes news. That's news,
bro.
His friend got cut. I mean, his friend got traded, or his friend got cut,
James,
and
really?
they wanted out of it.
Really?
I'm outside of that. I'm just asking.
So I'm asking you,
the
so
question.
we
Has
are-
he said anything else other than
What else
that?
does he need to say? He did a whole like CBS interview throwing dirt on the Jacks. All I'm saying is when we respond, it's in response to him going after our favorite team. That's fair game.
So his response was in our favorite team cutting somebody.
Yeah.
And then we didn't we don't go out again. My problem. Actually,
Dude, we go after Dave and Doug. all
We
the
go
time.
after Dave and Doug.
Everybody in the city does.
Who? I see
Come
nothing but
on.
support.
Who do you
Hold
follow?
on, JJ. What did you
No, don't.
JJ?
There's
No.
not
I'm
any
asking.
support for Dave.
I'm asking this. When it comes to
Definitely some for Doug, which
when
is
it comes to
misplaced,
the
I
interviews,
feel.
when it comes to their opportunity to talk to Doug, didn't I ask for $30? I mean, no, $300. I offer $300 for somebody to actually ask a challenging question. Support is support. No, doing your job is actually.
Are you going to tell me that everybody is pro Doug and Dave here?
Okay, you know what?
When did they ask Jalen?
Text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. If you can tweet me right now, can show me a tweet of somebody of a major person being local, being heavily critical. That's not James or Denny. I appreciate it. I'll give you $20 cash out.
I'll take that out. I'll take that right now.
James, because
I'll show you. I can go to newspaper articles. I can go to anything.
Well, who?
I can go to tweets.
G for net.
I can go to many tweets of people saying
Hayes Carline's
James
very critical.
Hayes literally just.
You don't have to be critical every day.
It's not about
when they retained them. The entire station lost their mind.
Oh, if we're talking about people on the station, almost everybody's
what I'm
critical.
saying is right now.
I thought you meant like people in the interview room.
Right now, in the interview room. Okay, my bad. Let me apologize. Let me rephrase that. Because I don't get the opportunity to get these Zoom calls. And probably when I say it, I'll get fired.
There's a reason why.
I'll get raised. Anybody, just like this, they've interviewed Jalen, but there was smiles and Hallmark cards in his face. Let's be real. And when you get the chance to talk to Doug, when you get the chance to talk to Dave, ask them the questions that you're critical of. Have they done that? Any soundbite have we had? Have we seen them?
Jalen to
no, what I'm saying is the people that we need to give their true energy to is them. That's my problem. Is holding people. I want the Jags.
Is
to
Doug
win.
and Dave?
I want the Jags.
We do. You're talking about the fans, right?
When you get,
you're talking about the fans.
The fans do whatever you want to do. Fans pay. Fans do whatever. I'm saying us as, and actually, to be honest with you, I'm not even arguing about the energy that you give Jalen. What I'm saying is, don't tell somebody that they living in your mind rent free when you pay in their mind. Like
that's where we're disconnected, because I only see people getting after Jalen when Jalen comments something about Jacksonville.
I think they're both equally annoying.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. But my thing is it's outside of those
like,
three.
It's a chicken or egg for me.
Right. That's fair.
You know, like Jalen is always saying something about Jacksonville, and the Jacksonville media in response always says something to Jalen. And to me, it's childish both ways.
Right. And that's
like when I see some media people, including people I work with, whatever, constantly say stuff about Jalen, I'm like, all right. I mean, I get it, but like it's an ex-jilted lovers thing.
Right.
It's like putting it out there in social media makes it almost embarrassing when you're arguing with your ex or whatever on Facebook and everybody sees it. Everybody else is cringing. Like,
can we make this assumption? Jalen's gonna talk about Jacksonville. Jalen's gonna talk about Jacksonville.
Yes.
So we know Jalen's gonna talk about Jacksonville. In our mind, tomorrow there may be something where Jalen's talking about Jacksonville. We know it's gonna happen. So what happens if we know it's going to happen and we choose? People talk about us all the time. There's somebody on the chat line right now that just said something that, on the Facebook Live that just said something. You know what? I'm in his mind, rent free. They're listening to me, but you know what I haven't really done? I haven't really engaged. I'm not going to say the person's name. I'm not going to give them that 20 seconds of fame.
Man, this is
it's bigger than them. It's dead. I know it's going to happen. It's what happens when you're in that seat.
Well, I am going to give somebody 20 seconds of frame because I'm going to ask, and if this guy's right, then I'm going to tell him he's right. What was Fournette's real quote about the quarterbacks?
I only saw that part was that I finally got to play with a real. Do we have the sound, or was it written?
I really have a quarterback. Hold on. For the first time in my life, I really have a quarterback, he said.
Okay. So what we're saying is accurate.
Yeah. So
okay, because somebody on the text line,
the
same dude that texted us earlier about apologizing to Dave, says his full quote was that he has a quarterback that will stop teams from concentrating on him. Do your jobs.
That's what he said. Do your jobs.
He told us to do our jobs because he's saying we misquoted him. That his full quote was that he has a quarterback that will stop teams from concentrating on him.
I mean, that's true, and the quote that we're saying
is also true.
Is what everybody put out,
and we just literally read it.
It, and what JJ
859, you're taking L's tonight, bro. You can just stop.
I mean, here's the thing: it was a shot.
Yeah,
it was a shot. It wasn't a harsh.
I have video. Hold on.
Okay.
ESPN's making me watch a 15-second ad, so buy some time.
Gotta hate those.
Yeah.
So anyway, in the NBA tonight, close game, double overtime, coming down to the wire. Toronto's up 121-119. We have 2 seconds left.
But before we get to that,
no, he's gonna play.
I was gonna play.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Sense. I feel like they had all the keys that I needed. And vice versa. I can help the team out, and also they can help me. I think it's probably one of my first seasons running probably a 6-man box, which is a small part on me. And I made sure all that was in consideration of me coming here. So and the coaching staff were great guys. I've been knowing. Some of my coaches know them too. So it was a perfect fit for me. Football is football. I've been playing the same game for 25 years, and for the first time in my life, I really have a quarterback. So that's an eye-opener for me.
Wow. That's literally what he just said.
And they're separate quotes.
Yeah, that's literally what he just said, my man.
So you're telling us that was the same quote.
How about this?
In fact, it was actually 2, sir.
Check this. My bad.
Double
JJ.
L for you.
My bad, JJ. Here's what we're going to do tonight.
That's why I hate
everybody has a job to do. Your job is to listen. Shut the hell up and let us do what we do. You sit over there and you consume and you argue to the radio while we argue amongst ourselves. But
we got a break, dog. We got a break.
Jeez,
at some point, 859. What the great thing is, 859 before you played that said research it. Well, we just did 859
research.
God bless you. How about some ACC football, and then we'll get back to the Jags. ACC football coming up next.
From fantasy football to the final score.
When he's healthy, he plays the position as well as anybody.
Injuries impact the game. Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update. Farah and Farah, protecting you and your family since 1979.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here for the Blue Crab House. Yes, they're back up and they are running now, both indoors, outdoors dining. You can still call ahead, order, and pick up at 260-CRAB or 260-2722. Non-seafood items on there as well. You love seafood though. Oysters, crabs, shrimp, fish, you name it. Jewington Creek Road in San Jose, the one, the only. It's the Blue Crab House. Doors open at 4:30.
Over 300 children in Northeast Florida are currently undergoing cancer treatment. 84% of families whose child is tackling cancer will experience financial hardship. This is Tom Coughlin, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, which is represented by the Gold Ribbon. Go gold this September with the Tom Coughlin J Fund to help our neighbors and community members tackling this devastating disease. Visit tcjfund.org/gogold for more information.
At Diamonds Direct right now, there's nothing standing in your way of owning that magnificent piece of jewelry. Nothing. No down payment and no finance charges for 5 whole years. People are driving for hours to do this. On any purchase, just take that amazing Diamonds Direct price, divide by 60, and that's your payment. It's a smart way to buy. Keep your money in your pocket and still get that amazing ring or band or bracelet, even that bigger diamond. 5 years, 0 interest on any purchase on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
When you owe the IRS and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for affordable IRS tax representation. J. David Tax Law can stop any IRS collection action and protect you from financial devastation. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
This is Coach Ellen Darley of Darley's Plumbing with a simple reminder as you're getting back to the workplace and other gatherings. Maintain the good habits you've developed over the last few months. Wash your hands often and keep a safe distance. You take care of your health. Let us take care of your plumbing needs. Our healthy and safe employees will resolve any issue, and we're there for you 24/7. Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. Visit us at darleysplumbing.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
as soon as possible
at 641-1010.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have a special offer for anyone who is buying or refinancing a home. It's not something you do every day, so you want to make sure you're getting a great deal. Trustline Mortgage will pay you $100 just to give you a free second opinion. What do you have to lose? Nothing. I know what you're thinking. How can they possibly pay me $100 just to give me a free second opinion? That's crazy. Listen, Trustline Mortgage is celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. You're in business that long because you're good at what you do. Call Trustline Mortgage today to get your free second opinion, your $100, and your peace of mind. Jumbo loans, interest-only loans, conventional, VA, FHA, credit challenge loans, bank statement loans, self-employed, purchases, refinances, you name it, we have it. Call Trustline Mortgage at 381-LOAN or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 331480.
Frank Franzi here for Big Chief Tire. There are certain things everyone hates doing. Going to the DMV, waiting on the cable repairman, and getting your vehicle serviced. Why? Because nobody has the patience. That's why Big Chief Tire prioritizes your time by getting the job done right the first time. They understand you want a stress-free experience where you don't get upsold on products or services you don't need. Schedule an appointment with Big Chief Tire's team of experts by visiting any of their 4 conveniently located Jacksonville stores or going online to BigChiefService.com.
I'm with Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the neat thing that we've discovered through everything that's been going on, Greg, is that families can get out and have a good time on some of your rides.
You know, it's a great point, Joe. We have seen many families come in, taking advantage of the off-road products. You can get outside, get away from the crowds, and still spend time with your family.
We're talking dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides.
All the above. Anything in dirt, we've got it.
Side-by-sides, check them out right now. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ACC Kickoff Week on 1010XL is presented by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 234.
ACC football is playing. Like, we're here. Tomorrow night.
Biggest game of the year.
Yeah. Well, who is it? Who do y'all play?
The University of Alabama.
Birmingham.
At Birmingham. Versus the University of Miami.
Is this being played at Miami?
Oh, yeah. At the Rock.
Yeah, dude. You think we're going to... Listen, since Manny's been here, we don't travel to those schools anymore.
They used to be y'all's
That's
money
an Al
games.
Golden, Randy Shannon thing.
They're not playing in the tough confines of the Glass Bowl out of Tulsa.
But, remember when we had to go to App State? That was the most embarrassing one, I would say.
Yeah. But App State's D1 now. If it was still...
It was like their first year. And people had them beating us. We were only like a few point favorites.
App State's pretty.
What's y'all's? What's the line for tomorrow night?
14.
14.
Yeah, something like that.
Which game are you gonna watch? You gonna watch that, or are you watching the NFL game?
Is that a serious question, bro? I have never missed a Canes game, dude, in like 8 years.
I kind of have to watch the NFL game.
I mean, I'm gonna watch everything. The Lakers also play.
I'm vested interest.
Yeah, it's crazy tomorrow. It's about to get really crazy with NFL, college, NBA finals potentially same night. You know, even the World Series. I'm not sure if NBA will still be going on, but like, it's gonna be crazy. Did you hear today that they're moving the Masters up on Saturday to end at 5:30 because that's the same day later that night will be Ohio State. You won't be playing. It'll be Alabama versus LSU, and then the day after that, they're also moving it up for the NFL kickoffs. So
they're gonna have them playing at like 4 in the morning on Sunday.
No, it's gonna be like, remember when Tiger won? How it ended around like 2 or 3.
Yeah, they had
it's gonna
time
be
to
like
play the
that.
replay
Started at
that
like
day.
10 a.m. It was fine.
Yeah. Well, that's when the leaders go off. That means somebody's playing at like 6.
Yeah, but that's all you watch on Sunday. At that point, you only watch like the last hour's worth of guys, which is
well, this is ACC talk, not.
Oh
Masters
yeah,
talk.
damn it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
ACC Kickoff Week on 1010XL is presented by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 234.
You're gonna make us have to burn another segment, man. Like, come on, bro.
We're the only show where the producer takes us off track.
You asked who Miami played. I told you.
Well, they are ACC, and somehow we got onto the Masters. Like, I don't even.
Yeah, that was my bad.
I don't even understand how that happened. I mean, the game of the week in the ACC is Florida State, Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah,
undoubtedly.
I mean,
because there's so many storylines in it. The main one being what Mike Norvell would do, FSU not having won a home opener since 2015.
Whoa.
Is that true?
Yeah. No, excuse me, 2016. 2016.
So who have they lost to?
No, my bad. No, it's at home.
Boise.
Yeah,
So Boise, Virginia Tech,
Alabama. And they
That
played
wasn't
Ole
a
Miss
home
home.
opener.
No, I'm saying I meant to say seasonal.
Okay.
But the home opener, we haven't played a home opener. We haven't won one since 2015. Ole Miss was in Orlando. And that was 2016. So 2016, 17, 18, 19, we've lost those.
Vegas thinks Florida State's gonna roll.
What's the line?
Should be. It was 11, I thought.
Few touchdowns. No, I thought it was. Hold on.
I think a lot of money probably went to Georgia Tech once they put the original line up. And it's one of those weird things. It could happen either way.
I'm looking it up. 12.5.
Yeah, it's
FSU should win by three touchdowns or 3 scores.
Yeah. So 17.
Based upon the defense.
Right.
I love Florida State
And
getting
the
12
skill,
and a half.
and the skill players that FSU has are still really, really good. It's just what will be done about the offensive line, and can you have competent guys who just step in the right direction? And if you've watched Mike Norvell's film in Memphis, I noticed their offensive line wasn't devastating. They got in the way though. They did enough, and their running backs just had really elite vision. I was like,
Memphis.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like you ever when you're watching a quarterback or something, like you see a guy and he's playing at a really, really high level.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm watching, actually a guard got blown back, and the running back's path, his feet were just so smooth. They just sidestepped and then found the hole and then accelerated and hit the hole. But Jeff Collins is supposed to be a defensive guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's able to coach these guys up, because I hate to tell FSU fans this, and I know everything, Taggart Badman, he hurt us. But it's a lot of similarities in the offenses, guys. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, it's boom or bust. You don't want to see a lot of penalties? And go watch Ole Miss versus Memphis last year. You see the first 6 drives. There were some penalties that kind of derailed it. Actually, after the first drive they scored on a big play. I think it was the first play. But then after that, you saw illegal formation, false start, a lot of illegal formations. And that, what I was trying to tell people is, if you pay attention to no huddle offenses, you'll see that is kind of a theme that goes with no huddle offenses. You see, some of it has to do with how in shape the referees are, and are they really paying attention? And some of it also has to do with like if you're trying to like toe that line of I'm off or I'm on at wide receiver.
I'm more worried about the FSU defense, especially if they announce that Jeff Sims might start and he's going to have revenge.
One thing
all on his mind.
Oh, you're worried about because of that. Because of Jeff.
Here's the
okay,
thing.
I'm about to say that's the one thing I'm not worried about. Not Jeff.
The defense.
The defense is actually
the thing about this is that makes this game so intriguing to me is one of the few times where you watch a football game and you go into it and you really have no idea what to expect from either team.
Right.
Like you've got new coach in Florida State having dealt with all this COVID stuff and trying to do the air quote culture change thing there. And there's been drama, right, this offseason. And then you've got Georgia Tech, who you have no, like you can say all you want to about the Florida State offensive line. Do we know anything about the Georgia Tech defensive line?
None. We know this, that they didn't get very many sacks last year.
Right.
So, I mean, well, it's just amazing.
Either team could come out and be really good is my point. Like Jeff Collins is that energy guy, and they could come out and strike, and they could be really good. Florida State, same thing.
You brought up a point, and this is why I don't believe they'll be any good. And it's not a disrespectful thing. I don't mean it like that. I think if they give Jeff Collins his 5 years, and the way they've been recruiting, I think he's signed a 5-year deal, I think, whatever. But the way they've been recruiting, if you give them like year 3 or year 4, they could be where you want them to be. But you brought this point up on his above the line depth chart. And this is where I'm like, this is where I get aggravated. I don't mind people trolling, and I don't mind people saying FSU is just going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. That's fine. Whatever. Like, if you're not professional, we all have the same information, the same access to stuff. But you brought up something that I just looked at the names and like, yeah, whatever. They won 3 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
A majority of their what was it? Not the 22.
They're too deep.
They're too deep. It's freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, a lot of true freshmen.
You got a junior college walking in here,
mm-hmm.
and no matter how bad they've been, because this isn't like when I was playing, a Duke coach at ACC Media Days. They asked me, "It's like, hey, you're returning 20 of 22 starters from your team last year. Do you guys feel like you're going to be better?" He's like, "I'm returning 20 of 22 starters from a 2-win football team."
They weren't even good.
They weren't even good. This is still Florida State,
mm-hmm.
and they've got some really good talent at certain positions. Now, again, the offensive line, I can see that, but across the board, like they've got, like you can't just say that, okay, based upon what Florida State did, this is why I say that without looking at what Georgia Tech did and what they have coming to the table. Because I didn't even realize that. But when I realized that, that made me feel a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But having a home game be irrelevant because you've only got, I think there'll be 20,000
What are you
fans
talking
there.
about?
I don't think this, man. I don't
Bro,
think.
Mike Norvell gave an impassionate speech
dude.
to people today about their participation in the game.
What the hell is Mike talking about?
And by the way, before we get to Norvell, there is one thing I know for certain that will be in that game.
By the way, fellas, sockless wingtips from Coach Collins the last time.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of hot, bro.
Always, though.
It's kind of hot.
You
This
heard
is
him.
gonna be nasty.
Oh,
disgusting.
Well,
so,
real
like,
quick,
the
before we get
worst
to Mike
smelling
Norvell,
thing in the locker room is actually Jeff Collins.
here's your ACC slate for this week: UAB, Miami, Syracuse, North Carolina.
Is UAB Miami the only one on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like the JV game,
the warm up.
right? Duke, Notre Dame.
When Derek King goes off this year,
That's going to be nice.
Georgia Tech, Florida State, Austin P, Pittsburgh,
That's always a big one.
Clemson, Wake Forest, and Western Kentucky, Louisville.
that's decent. Pittsburgh, Syracuse is fun.
Except for they're not playing. It's North Carolina, Syracuse.
Oh, okay. North Carolina. Syracuse.
Pittsburgh is Austin P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
North Carolina, Syracuse could be really fun.
yeah, that's that and the Georgia Tech, Florida State are the best games.
Mhm.
Although UNC is favored by 22.5.
Wow.
Dude, they're getting so much love.
Yeah. Clemson's only favored by 33 over Wake.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we got to get used to college football scores because Denny's right. I mean, like Clemson only beating Wake by 33, you'd be like, they can do better than that.
If that game ended 33-0, you'd be like, well, that wasn't that bad.
Depending if they scored 33 and then at halftime they took everyone out,
Well, here's the
I'd
thing.
be like, Clemson's backup sucks.
So the line is Clemson by 33 with over under of 60.
Whoa.
So is Wake Forest supposed to have some good offense?
I don't know.
I mean, they gave their backup quarterback to Georgia, and then he became a top 5 quarterback in this class.
Well, they're expecting
And then got
Wake
so good
to
he just
score
decided not to play.
at least twice, right? If I'm doing the math in my head.
Yeah, correct.
Which I don't see that.
Yeah.
Let's get to Norvell. This is too good to pass up.
Well, I mean, we know Norvell to be somewhat of a motivational speaker.
He's a preacher.
Right. And so today, I mean, they're going to allow fans. And so a couple of them got to talk to Mike Norvell, and this is what Norvell had to say to him.
Much like I know you have put in a ton of work for the show that you get to put on, comes out the opportunity.
By the way, this is the band that he's talking to.
Okay, but why are we yelling?
Dude, already. So I'll give you the
Like, wait a minute,
context.
wait a
He's
minute.
standing, they're in the stadium, like in the end zone end, sitting spread out. He's down on the field with a microphone to them already and a mask on.
And
just
somebody's
being safe.
recording from the band, right?
And
This
he's
isn't
screaming.
Is this how he starts? Like, it isn't like, thank you guys for coming
No,
out today.
I kind of picked it up a little bit. into
okay.
it.
Well, no, go to the start.
Okay,
though.
I'm about to
Okay, no,
say,
never mind.
That
Go.
is the start. That's the
how it
start of
started?
the recording, sort of. But like,
Okay, let's go.
yeah,
Let's go. I
you
wanna
can
hear
tell
this.
it's not the
Let me turn
actual
my-
official
Let me turn my
start.
sound down.
Yeah, this is a little lengthy, but it's worth it, dude. Tell me when to stop and start. This is fun.
Comes out the opportunity that's in front of us, and I can tell you that this football team has put in a ton of work
Oh, here we go.
in their preparation. Much like I know you have put in a ton of work for the show that you get to put on come Saturday. And I will say that it definitely, it hurts.
By the way, someone's mowing the lawn the entire time.
It definitely,
Gotta work.
Yeah.
it hurts that I'm not going to get to see you on the field, right? But understand, right, your impact in this game, what you represent, the unbelievable tradition
Oh, it
is
gets
something that
way-
we
Hold on real quick, pause, because I'm gonna tell you what
I'm
this,
starting to feel it, James.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
what
what
this
the hell?
reminds
He's
me.
building up.
I think it's the Progressive commercials with
Which
with
I love.
Pinocchio. I see so much potential in this room. It's just
It's poking out of his mask.
because I was so again. I'm thinking in my head, I could have sworn the ACC passed a mandate
Well, maybe they
with
can-
no bans, and then he said, "You're not gonna be there."
But he said they're not
you're
gonna see him on
important."
the
Part
field.
of it.
On the okay, you're right.
Maybe they can play in the
Maybe
stands.
they can play in the
Can
stands.
they?
I thought we said
No,
the
I-
ACC clearly said no bans.
The way he makes it sound, though, is that they won't be there. But he's like, but you're still,
A big part of Saturday.
yeah.
I think
Right,
they probably
but understand, right? Your impact in this game, what you represent, the unbelievable tradition is something that we are all so proud of. And I cannot wait to hear you there in pregame, throughout the course of the game, and making an unbelievable impact for our team, for this university, and for everybody that's come before us, and setting up for unbelievable success for future generations.
think
So
he's
I want to
losing
say
steam,
thank
right?
you for all you do, for the hope that you've had, and for being here today, and the impact that you're going to make for the future.
Okay.
I can promise you we're
Over,
going
right?
to work our butt
Yeah,
off
right.
to represent you the right way on the field, and I know you're going to represent us the right way, sitting up right up in there in that end zone come Saturday.
Yeah. All right. That's it, right?
We definitely appreciate all the work that you put in, and I know that
How
there's
many
a lot
times
of
will I
times
tell me that?
that you go out and you perform, and people obviously appreciate the performance, but they don't understand the preparation. Right? You're all sitting here today, sitting in the sun, right? You're going to spend the next, whatever, an hour and a half, 2 hours, just working, preparing, right? Trying to be the best version of you today.
He's yelling.
So when you get your opportunity come Saturday, or whenever that opportunity presents itself, that you can be the best of you. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate it and how much of an impact you make to our football team.
That's
and we're so very grateful for the job.
Hold on.
you
He's ain't the best of you.
Enjoy the
It's
day.
almost over.
Enjoy the moment. Right? Enjoy the opportunity that's here in front of us. Right? I'm so excited about the future and honored to be your football coach. We're excited for great days ahead, and go Noles, baby!
Yeah. That was good. I mean, I'm riled up, fired up.
I don't know if they're playing or not, though.
Yeah, I get confused. Like, on this Saturday or whenever the hell it is you
That's
play.
what he said.
Next week, I don't know, whatever they're saying.
You know what I gather out of that? That man ain't never heard that band before in his life.
Never.
8 o'clock coming up next.
It's 60 minutes of football.
60 minutes.
But there's always a moment when the rubber hits the road. Listen for the Tire Outlet Drive of the Game on 1010XL. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Today's debate, Beaver Toyota versus Beaver Chevrolet. Why would someone buy a new car from you?
We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes.
Who has the best-selling vehicle?
We have the #1 selling car in the world, the Toyota Camry. Well, we have the #1 selling truck, the Chevy Silverado.
So when is the best time to buy a car?
Right now.
Come see why Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine and Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville deserve your vote.
This message has been approved by Linda Beaver.
I am Disinfector.
What's with him? I told him flu shots gave us a superpower against germs.
CVS is your one-stop shop for immunity support, from hand wipes to vitamins that are third-party tested to confirm they meet our high standards.
Take that, germs.
Plus, get a $5 off $20 shopping pass when you get a free flu shot. Visit CVS today. No-cost flu shots with most insurance. Restrictions apply. Visit CVS.com and CVS.com/tested for details.
Football is back. And Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars are ready to win. Visit Jaguars.com and join us at the bank. Season tickets mean you'll be there in person for a Thursday night matchup with the Dolphins, a rivalry game against the Steelers, and crucial contests with our AFC South Division opponents. The Jaguars are taking every precaution to keep our fans safe and ensure we can be Duval together this fall. Limited capacity seats remain. Visit Jaguars.com or call 904-633-2000 and lock in your seats for the 2020 season.
This is Andrew Gibson for the River City Hardball Podcast. New episodes each week on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. This week, J.C. Flowers from Trinity Christian. Brought to you by 925 Partners Insurance. Proven protection. Trusted partners.
Up in the morning with the rising sun, back to our dock before the day is done. Boats and trucks and airplanes too, bringing seafood from the world to you. Fresh from us to your family, come be a part of our legacy. Fisherman's Dock, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman's Dock, the ultimate seafood shop.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hickett and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys and keyless entry remotes, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the hassles. For honest professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Hey, Hicken here. I had Zero Res out to my house already, and now the kids are back to school, probably ready again. It's the perfect time to try. They're offering the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms to carpet clean for only $99 just for the month of September. So get on their schedule today. Call Zero Res 287-57 27 and ask for the 3 rooms for $99 deal at Zero Res. That's 287-5727. Call Zero Res and call them today.
Zero Res.
Russ Liddy here at Hidden Hills, inviting you to come out and play our golf course and get away from life's troubles. Enjoy a fun and safe round on one of the most stunning layouts in Florida, and we'll take good care of you. Hidden Hills Golf Club, Monument Road.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hang out.
8 o'clock brought to you every night by Loose Air Quality, LUCEairquality.com. Environmental testing for your home or your business. That's what Loose Air Quality does. You should call them if you think you have bad air, if you think you have mold issues, if you've recently had water damage or fire damage or anything like that. You need to get Loose Air Quality in to check the quality of your air. You can call them at 904-803-1014. That's 904-803-1014. That's Loose Air Quality, LUCE airquality.com. I'm seeing a tweet from 8 hours ago according to, is it Bovado? Is that the, yeah.
Yep, Bovado.
Heisman Trophy favorites.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this list at plus 1,600. Now, Justin Fields is not on the list, right?
That should be.
It's a given,
smart.
right?
Yeah. Can't play, you can't win the Heisman.
Number 6 on the list is one Jamie Newman.
Maybe they don't believe, because you can still opt in before the game.
They're willing to take your money if you're willing to bet on it.
Yeah,
maybe enough people bet for him, and he's like Justin Fields can't play.
Right.
Jamie technically can still play whenever you can opt back in whenever you want to.
Also, there's nothing official that says that Ohio State won't come back around November.
I think they're gonna.
And then maybe the Heisman committee could be like, "Hey, we'll just delay until their season's over as well." So you don't know that can't happen.
I mean, it's not really 8 o'clock. Do y'all have a 8 o'clock before I get to this? I mean, we can turn this into a segment if y'all do. Do y'all have 8 o'clock, or we already kind of visited?
Nah, yeah, I don't feel like talking about my. My 8 o'clock might be me. I might have took the HOA thing too far.
Oh yeah, tell me about this.
So, well, first off, I'm mad. Like, I didn't. That part, I have every right. I have every right to be mad. Like, there was I had a tree in my right by my where my air conditioner and everything, but I got a new AC unit.
Okay.
It's
congratulations.
Gone. It's no. Thanks. I didn't want to spend that. Do you ever notice when you stack your money up, you always find stuff to spend it on? Like everything goes to crap. Anyway, the tree's been taken care of.
Okay.
For over a week.
How long was it out there?
It got noticeably out of control. I didn't noticeably out of control about 2 months ago, but it grew. Like,
what's out of control?
Like, it's not in anybody else's yard. It's just, it doesn't look. It was like, for example, that's how I walked the Beagle.
Okay.
Charlie. Like, I noticed, like, holy crap, I gotta like dodge under the tree. Some reason the tree stopped growing vertically. It started growing like sideways. I don't know if like the sun was that's where it got its.
So for 2 months it was kind of like that.
Yeah, but
Is that I've been trying to find where the sun shines.
I've been trying to get my lawn guy. I was trying to get my lawn guy to get it done, but I don't know because we have the same guy.
Right.
I don't see him.
Really?
Like, it's like my lawn is like, it'll be thick one day. And then the only reason I know it's mowed is because it will be lower in comparison to my neighbors.
I see him every Tuesday.
So like, that's why
this week on Wednesday.
I'm like, because normally like, because I own. Like, if you're listening, I need you to come. I got to pay you. Like,
he's got to start doing like credit cards.
Yeah, like it's like
he's the only check I write. I don't write,
and I don't even write checks. Like I give him cash, but like I happen to have cash on me. If you're listening,
Stop by.
I stop by so I can pay. But I've been trying to catch them to say, hey, how much would it cost for it? Because I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mow my own lawn. Like, I don't imagine me. Actually, all the other grief people been getting, imagine me out there with a chainsaw. I'd be all over First Coast News. Not for sports. But anyway, but the good people, I'll give them props. Snyder, Air, I think they're the station sponsors. They're not, whatever. You got my money. But when they come to fix your air conditioning, whatever problem they got, they sent a team. Electrician, they saw that. They call. Next thing you know, tree's gone.
And it was all included in the cost of the
yeah, it's all included. So the next time
that
I'd have
seem
something
efficient.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe they know that there's things that they probably do so many air conditioners. They know there's things that they got to do.
Okay,
get a handle.
That's
Whatever.
nice of them.
Bottom line is, I just happen to look outside and I'm like, hey, the tree's gone. Cool. Whew. Save me another cost. So I go to the mail. I get some mail today. It is the HOA saying, basically, they give me this whole letter and
they send you a physical letter, not an email.
Not an email, physical letter. And
that's how
and
you
it's
know
a
it's
picture,
old people.
and it's a picture. It is just that. It's just a tree, and I'm like, come on, man. And that's what
already been taken care of.
That's already been taken care of. So, like, well within a certain amount of time, like, the people, the snitch, could have took another picture and said, "Hey, my bad. I'm sorry." They fixed it. They fixed it. Because
do you know who the guy is?
No, because it's all what do you call it?
Anonymous.
It's all anonymous. But obviously, there are snitches in the neighborhood, in the hood. And
what if it was your wife? She's like, I'm just tired of this guy not getting out there. And
to their credit, they didn't do what they did last time, because I did ask them. I said, listen, we carry guns in my house. And if somebody comes behind my house my property and takes another picture, it's gonna be flashes that are gonna get returned. And I can't, because I have children. I got young children. I don't know about it. And I'm on news. I'm on TV.
No
that
weirdos
makes
in my
me
neighborhood or in my
paranoid
property.
when people do that kind of stuff. So, but my whole point, but I was mad. I was like, man, you could have done this. This is already done. So why are you wasting the U.S. Postal Service's resources sending me this?
Aren't they trying to get the votes?
They already got enough on their hands. But I cropped the letter.
Okay.
So it doesn't have my address.
Okay.
It doesn't have all these other
tweeted
things.
it out.
Tweeted it out.
Oh.
Pettiness.
Because I'm petty.
Okay.
And people remember the last HOA situation.
So
where
it's like an ongoing story.
So so people were ready for it. They knew. But then it's like, I didn't realize that the person's name, not the person who took the picture, but the person who manages it, name is on there, and there's numbers. And I'm thinking in my head, I can encourage people to. Then I was like, wait a minute.
I'm an adult.
No, people are actually liking and retweeting this, and then a notable politician commented on it. And I'm like, oh my God. I can't delete it now because it's out there, but I need to understand my power, my powers, because this could have been like.
You could have been super evil. You could have ruined this.
I could
poor
have
person
somebody
who didn't even take the picture.
You know what? I'm okay with it.
But I could have people look at my Twitter at BigGameJames_36 and flood said management's emails and phone calls and things stating that they need to leave the big game alone.
They might have taken that as a threat, though.
I'm not encouraging people to do this, but I'm just saying,
because if you're a threat, then you just got to leave. Then you're out of the neighborhood.
What are they gonna do?
I don't know how it works.
The way, I don't know if people. This is my only beef with HOAs, and there are laws. There are people. One, the same people who are probably in my HOA are probably the same people who complained about wearing a mask. You're completely okay with rules.
Nothing wrong with complaining about wearing a mask.
Not wrong, but you're okay with somebody actually governing your actual property that you pay taxes for. And you're not bothered. But I digress. There is needs for rules and order. I'm okay.
You did sign the contract.
Yes, but I'm just saying within reason. Like, let's just chill, especially when we're in the midst of a pandemic with a bunch of people who are about to get evicted and foreclosed on. So we have no idea what our neighborhood is going to look like when 2021 starts. once these banks
Just
and
be
everybody
happy
starts
we
getting
have
around.
trees.
Yeah, be happy.
We might need these trees.
Be happy you have somebody who pays the money for this, for you to be able to rest. And they'll be well, until I move, which I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm going to be there for a little bit. So the grass is mowed, everything else is taken care of. It's just I don't ask for much. I just want to be left the hell alone. I want to make money, and I want to raise decent kids.
That reminds me of my 8 o'clock.
I also got an HOA letter today because my trash cans are in front of my garage and not in the garage.
Oh, mine are. They can send me that letter all they want. That's not happening. I'm not putting them
and it's like
garbage cans in my garage.
Well, here's the thing. And my trash cans, it's not like they're in the middle of the driveway. They're up against the garage. Like neatly.
Like, yeah.
And my big ass truck blocks
it not.
So you guys live in Stalinist Russia?
Yeah,
Honestly.
and so I got a letter saying you have to put them in the garage or on the side of your house. Well, the side of my house is grass. Inside my garage, they stink. Like, what? You're really worried about this?
Nobody puts your garbage in the garage.
Like, I've never seen somebody come into a net. You know what? I can't live here. Xanarchy. I was gonna move into this gorgeous house, but then I saw this guy with this redneck with this white F-150, and he's got his trash cans in front
of the garage.
What kind of establishment is this?
What are we running?
I'm just saying, like some of the stuff you gotta be like, all right, man. Like, I get.
So I
didn't know about the mailbox having to be dark until I got the first letter.
When
I was cool with that.
You're like a retired, I don't know. Let's just say the guy who runs the HOA. He's got to be retired. He's like a retired cop, and he's like
these are big businesses,
bored.
bro.
Oh,
no, they big.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I just assumed it was like a guy in the neighborhood who was like, I'm the leader.
Management companies.
The people who take the pictures probably are retired.
Yes.
But the people who sending us the email are not.
Yeah, the person who said that's a company.
I didn't know that. I'm so far away from home ownership, mentally and physically, that I can't even relate to
I've
any
called
of
him
that.
one time. It was the rudest individual I've ever talked to, and I've got my driver's license renewed multiple times.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I talked to a rude person today, which quickly, my 8 o'clock, the Census Bureau, been coming to my house like crazy. Today, I answered the door. I finally went outside for her, and she was trying to put my name in, got it wrong the first 3 times, and I said, I'm not doing this. I walked inside, and she goes, well, I'm just going to be back in 48 hours.
Nice.
I was like, okay. Well, I will not answer the door next time. Because I already was like, I'm not going to give the government all my information.
You want to know how to stop this, JJ? Tell you, I haven't had
not answer the door. I should never have answered the door.
No, because they know you're there. They know you're ignoring them. They not know your moves. They know you're home.
That's true.
So I haven't had a Jehovah's Witness knock on my door in 9 years.
Whoa! So they know your house.
Well, no, this is great. This is solid advice right here, JJ.
All right,
get a pen.
I'm listening.
Get a pen.
That's serious. Now, I gotta get my life insurance renewed too. I understand what's happening now. I know the drill now. Okay. Listen, they knocked on the door. I saw who it was. I just stripped down, got naked.
Oh no!
Open the door. Open the door, butt ass naked. Open the door, naked.
Was it like a group or just two?
It was two.
Men.
It was a lady and a guy.
Oh, wow.
I think it was. They said, "Are you
were
ready?"
Just like, whatever. I'm not going to catch a charge at my house answering the door.
You can talk to me whatever you want to talk to me about. I'm not getting dressed.
Yeah, if you feel comfortable enough to spread the word of God,
you got to be ready for all kind of situations. I'm training you, lady.
So how long did they?
They were very uncomfortable. Eyes were down. I mean, like not down, looking, but like
down at the floor,
eyes,
not
like down at the floor.
The piece. Okay.
Not yeah.
So you're suggesting
I don't go down to the floor. Just let people know.
I'm humble.
I'm humble. Like, I mean, listen. I mean, it ain't. Listen, I'd be adult education if I were like.
It wouldn't be in this business.
I wouldn't be in this business. Yeah. But I ain't like.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting that he strips down the next time the Census Bureau
I'm saying the next time the lady comes, she really wants your information. Just be like, hey, listen.
It's my house.
It's my house.
I walk around.
I'm comfortable. When I ain't got to go to work, I wear clothes to work.
Come on in.
They burden me by making me wear a mask and clothes.
No, answer the door and nothing but the mask. Just have the mask on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That'd be great. That's the way they stop me.
That's hilarious.
I might do that when I get my life insurance policy.
Bro, I'm not even. She didn't even have a mask on, which I didn't care about because neither did I. I'm not a mask guy, but like, isn't the government telling us we have to wear one? I mean, like,
Not the Fed.
I guess.
It's the state.
And I wanted to be like, because, I was taking a nap. Which I do between shows. And so when I wake up, I answer the door, which I did have my shirt off, but I didn't go the whole way. And I walk outside and she's like, hey, yeah, I'm with the Census Bureau, like real quickly. Like, hey, what's your name? Do you live here? And I start answering questions. I get to question number 3 and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I went inside and she got really mouthy, but it's whatever.
Just answer naked, though.
I want to get to this.
Shirt off wasn't enough.
I want to get to this Heisman list because I actually have a little game I'd like to play with you guys. I'm going to flip the script on y'all. We're going to go with the game on this Heisman list. We'll do that coming up next.
Offense and defense get the glory. Special teams make a team special.
Big hitter, did it on special teams.
Listen for the Special Teams Player of the Week, brought to you by the urological specialist of McKeever Clinic on 1010XL.
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper guy.
I'm a lemon pepper gal.
You know who it is, and I'm a lemon pepper guy. Leon Cersei here for Wingstop. Come on, man. Football is back, and I'm hungry. These guys have the best wings in town. Use the app or order online and have it delivered. 6 locations open till midnight, all season long, serving up lemon pepper and all your mouth-watering flavors. Wingstop.com.
Can't stop. Wingstop. Here's your 1010XL First Coast Community Calendar.
Hope Haven believes in children and youth with special needs and abilities and has developed programs to help ensure their success. Find out more about their employment services and internship program at hope-haven.org.
Big Brothers Big Sisters nurtures local kids and strengthens communities. You build positive relationships that have a lasting effect on young people. Get involved at bbbs.org.
Habitat for Humanity helps families build and improve their homes. If you want to build a better Jacksonville, visit habitat.org.
Join Jacksonville's City Rescue Mission to help transform the lives of the homeless and needy. crmjax.org.
First Coast YMCA helps develop Jacksonville's youth. You can help our children find a better future at fcymca.org.
If you're involved with a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, visit our website to find out how at 1010xl.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and right now we're getting into the fall months. We're talking about hunting season. You've got some great rides for some guys, some ladies to go out and do a little hunting.
We do. We've got a full line side-by-sides. We've got every Pioneer Honda makes in stock. We've got every Honda model ATV in stock. We are stocked up and ready for the fall.
Hot temps, cool temps, you've got it all. You've got something for somebody to ride.
We've got something for everybody, and we're ready to roll right now.
Online, cyclesofjacksonville.com, and check out the showroom right there in Atlantic and Regents.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as a Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the 4th-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see us. From Lear toppers to rolling lot bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality counts at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
It's fun when you've got a fish on the run.
Get the gap.
The Moe's Southwest Grill Fishing Forecast.
Get the other gap.
With Captain Kevin, Thursday nights at 8. Brought to you by Ring Power, Fisherman's Dock Seafood Market, and Tire Outlet on 1010XL AM.
September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. The urologists at McKeever Clinic urge you to discuss with your doctor about screenings for prostate cancer starting around age 40. Establishing a routine screening schedule is the best way to detect prostate cancer in its earliest stages, giving you the greatest chance of successful treatment. McKeever is home to the region's leading prostate cancer center. Schedule your screening by calling 355-6583 or visit McKeeverClinic.com.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
It is the Sports Den on a Wednesday night. First time in a while that we've both been here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we had a couple days we were both here, but the better part of 3 weeks we have not been here together, so it's been fun. Y'all interested in a little Heisman game?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the name, you give me the school. All right. So these are supposed to be some of the top players in the country, and there's one in particular that I'm now pulling for. I'll give you a couple easy ones to start off with. Miles Brennan, who is the fifth highest Heisman candidate. Miles Brennan. Give me position in school.
Quarterback.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what school.
You can't control that.
Is that LSU guy?
Y'all together, y'all got it.
Yes.
Miles Brennan.
Yes!
Give me another easy one.
That's the reason the best wide receiver in this class opted out.
Spencer
He was
Rattler.
so good.
Oh, man, QB Oklahoma.
Okay. So let's make it. We know Chubba Hubbard. We know
Oklahoma
that.
State.
Correct. What about Spencer?
Running back.
Spencer Sanders.
Ooh, I'll let you go, James. Hold on. Can we ask questions? Any relation to Colonel?
That's Dion's boy.
Colonel Sanders?
No, Spencer.
Spencer Sanders is one of the favorites.
What are his odds?
To win the Heisman, plus 3,300.
33 to 1.
I'm just gonna say, got to be a quarterback, because if he's in there, it's only very few skill players who will be that high.
Okay.
The way Denny said "okay" makes me think it's not a quarterback.
I know the only non-quarterback that will probably be high or should be high is from Oklahoma State, but he's a running back though. We said we got to pick the school.
Yeah, position in school.
Quarterback Baylor.
You were so close.
Texas Tech.
Quarterback Oklahoma State.
Oh,
you lose.
If anybody's winning from Oklahoma State, it's the running back.
We already just said him, Chubba.
Not if Spencer's got anything.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking Chubba.
You're thinking
Brock,
your guys'
Brock
Chubba.
Purdy.
Right. He's on this. What about? I won't do that one.
What's y'all's?
Mikal Cunningham.
Whoa. McCall?
That's our boy Corn's name. Real first name.
Is it Michael?
Micale.
Oh. It's like Mikal. Yeah, whatever. A wide receiver. Texas A&M.
Incorrect. JJ, you want to try?
So it can only be 3 conferences. So I'm going to say running back Oklahoma.
Wrong. Quarterback.
Freaking idiot.
Louisville.
What?
Yep.
Michael what?
Cunningham.
Okay. I'll watch out for him.
All right.
I got no choice. I'll see him soon.
We'll give you a couple more. How about Dylan Gabriel?
Oh, we know that. UCF quarterback.
Okay. I had to give you all one to make you feel good about yourself.
Which, by the way, what's his name? Was walking around and working out and stuff. White kid that broke his leg for UCF.
Oh, yeah. How about Kylan Hill?
That's a Baylor name.
K-Y-L-I-N Hill. Hill.
I'm going to say running back Boston College.
Okay.
Even though I said it's a Baylor name.
Running back Mississippi State.
Correct.
What?
No way.
Yes.
Shut up.
You know that.
Yes.
You knew it.
Yes.
Shut up. Swear to God, just so nobody thinks I'm like, this is what's so awful. So hey, let me tell you my thought process was on that. I was like, I have never heard that name in the ACC. Anything I've used all my Big 12s. I was like, let me just throw the most random thing up there.
But why would a running back for a Mike Leach team be a Heisman?
Because he got the entire. Oh, now that must be the guy who got the entire state of Mississippi to change the flag.
They put him on the list.
Anybody who can do that, man, that guy got some
Is
power.
that him?
I don't know.
That's the one. I do remember Mississippi.
Because I didn't.
Hey, wait a minute. He's a Heisman. Let me tell you how. Like again, I don't want to get into this. This is just what Heisman favorite, right?
Well, I mean, loosely, yes.
What
He's
are
on
his
the
odds?
list.
Pretty good player, right?
6,000.
Pretty good player.
60 to 1.
Decent player, right?
Yeah.
Mississippi State, non-decent program. Since
Very
Motherlip,
non-decent.
Mhm.
We don't need him. We'll find another running
Well,
back.
I mean, to be fair, they're going to go
Facts.
6-4
But
with
what
him
I'm
or
saying
without him, or
is,
5-5. Yeah.
that guy is good. That guy might make you go win
Dude,
3
if
games.
they win
You
5
don't have-
games this year,
You're right.
that'll be a miracle.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
I
not
thought about that after
Arkansas
I said
where you don't believe you're going to win a game.
That's true. I have 3 more.
Okay.
That one that you said earlier that you passed over, I actually didn't know.
I don't remember what it was.
All right, maybe we'll get to it. But you were like, he's on the list.
Oh. How about Chatarius?
Yeah, Brock.
Brock Purdy's from Iowa State. There's
Oh,
Chuba
okay.
Purdy, Florida State.
Okay.
Collarboneless quarterback.
Chatarius
Oh God, he's
Atwell.
Boy, that's a recruiting name right there.
Chatarius Atwell.
I don't know, but I want to.
I'll give you a clue.
He's got to be.
He
had
has
to
a
be
nickname.
4-star.
His nickname is Tutu. T-U-T-U.
Call me Chatarius. With a name like that, I want you to pronounce
Chatarius
that.
Atwell. I need a position and a school.
Definitely skill position guy.
He's definitely not a quarterback. Quarterbacks don't get named Chatarius. I'm sorry. Sorry, Coach.
Quarterbacks are named like
Coach walks on your campus.
They
Coach
kind of
walks
let
on
me
campus
do that
and says,
as long as it's working. I mean, it's,
"Hey man, I like this film of this kid. What's his name? Chatari, wide receiver."
I bet he can return kicks. I'm gonna say
Bill Polian sees Chatarius. Chatarius is 6'5". He's kind of short to play wide receiver.
You mean to play quarterback?
Running back.
BC.
North Carolina.
Oh, I'm going to say wide receiver, North Carolina.
Okay. He is a wide receiver.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Louisville.
Oh, so close.
No wonder
You lose.
Now
Good day,
Denny,
sir.
see, this is why people got to have shows where you can talk people through it. Now I understand the hype for Louisville.
I mean, we've had 2 of them.
They got McHale and
Michael
Chatarius.
Yes.
That's what every Pop Warner team's nightmare.
Dude, if they played,
we got to go in there and we got to stop little McHale from throwing it to Chatarius. That's any given Sunday.
Imagine them on your I-9 team.
That is my I-9
Okay,
team.
well, hold on, because I got 2 more I want to get to. How about Javion Hawkins?
Oh, that is somebody. Oh crap! Dang it!
So you're thinking ACC?
Yeah, like this is a real player. Damn, is that North Carolina? Not a kid. No, I'm stumped. I've heard this name.
I'm gonna say, since you've heard of it, I'll stick with a bigger school. I'm gonna say running back from North Carolina.
Running back, Louisville.
Oh, damn it!
They have 3 on this list. Oh. They have, what was the quarterback's name? Mikhail. Chatarius. And Javion.
Oh, God. This is sweet. Mike Lundy.
They're going to beat
your
y'all's
boys?
ass this year, dude.
All from Florida, I think.
Mike
Of
Lundy,
course they are.
These your boys from Mount Sweetwater, man.
Now,
I know.
Here's the last one. Bonus for you guys.
Is that his name?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's also Louisville.
His name
Shatavius
is Puka
Williams
Jr.
Oh, my God.
Puka Williams Jr.
Just go ahead and give it. Georgia. No, it's not Georgia.
We would know him if it was Georgia, right?
Vanderbilt.
No, Vandy doesn't have a guy on the list.
Man, wow, I was going to say something. Only I can say on this radio station.
And I know what you're thinking too.
I don't know, man.
Let's say
these names are made. This is
Running
why
back-
I love college football. This is the best thing.
Okay,
about
running
it.
back's correct.
running back from Ole Miss.
Kansas.
Oh, Kansas.
Okay, Les.
Where's he
Miles
from?
got coming back?
He's not from
New Orleans.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So your favorites are Trevor Lawrence, obviously.
What are his odds?
Plus 225.
1,001.
That's still really
1 and 1.
He's not.
I might
He's
wanna
not.
take
He's not
that.
gonna. Well, he may win it with given the year, but he's not gonna have the stats. They're gonna blow everybody out. He's gonna be sitting out at half.
But he has half the competition as well.
Spencer Rattler, number 2. De'Aaron King, number 3.
Woo!
Miles Brennan,
Miami
4.
quarterback.
I'm sorry, Sam Ellinger, 4. Miles Brennan, 5. And then Jamie Newman. Mac Jones.
Okay.
Who? Mac Jones.
Chuba Hubbard. In Book. Sam Howell. Bo Nix. Kyle Trask. Travis Etienne, who I think should be much higher.
What are his odds?
Plus 2,500, so 25 to 1.
Whoa, that's worth $5.
Najee Harris is 28 to 1.
Oklahoma, or I mean, Alabama running back.
Yeah.
Is Mac on the list?
Yeah, he's top 5, 6. He's 16 to
So
1.
you still haven't said Brock.
I saw him on here. He is 100 to 1. So that's plus 10,000. So is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. He's with Derek Stingley Jr., Trey Sanders, Tylen Wallace, and Zamir White are all 100 to 1. Jalen Waddle at 66 to 1. That's kind of value.
That's good
isn't it?
value, dude. That and Etienne, I like both those bets.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of all of those, most likely to fall flat on their face.
Ellinger.
No, I'm going to go with Sam Howell. I think he's good, but I think he's like,
so young, though.
He's so hyped up. Like, is North Carolina, can they actually recapture that whole thing? If so, we may be talking about him as the number 1 pick in 2 years.
I think right now, with no Coastal, and they just got a schedule with some cats that they got to play. I think it's going to be a little bit different, man. I think Miami. I think if they played Miami, like after they got on their
play
run,
the last game of the season.
You said what?
Miami plays North Carolina.
No, I'm saying last year if Miami plays them like after they're getting a little bit hotter, I think they play them a completely different way. Like I don't think Miami loses. Miami plays the big game. It's
always.
It's the run of the mill. Just
or even bad team that they lose.
That's what I'm saying. Like the bad, like it's we got Georgia Tech.
We'll run over them.
Lose.
Yeah.
Like North Carolina, we should beat North Carolina.
But Louisiana,
Derek King though at 12 to 1.
He's putting up crazy numbers I know they're scrimmages, but I mean, I'm talking like 30 of 35 with like 5 touchdowns and insane stuff coming out of the scrimmage.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This might. Next year's defense, I think Miami will be really, really good. I think this year's defense is going to get exposed.
And our O-line sucks still.
Which is the odd thing that I like. Again, I listen to the Lunch Bunch. I like the Lunch Bunch. I was listening to Leon talk tell the truth about Florida State's offensive line with some baritone in his voice. Like his offensive line wasn't ranked only 2 spots higher.
You think he was taking liberties?
Like I'm
really
like,
saying too
yeah,
much about
Florida
Miami.
State's line sucks. But your line ain't Oklahoma's either.
Give me y'all's
Leon, you ain't tried not that tunnel for Miami anytime
soon. It would be better than what they have right now.
Definitely would be.
Give me y'all's prediction. Who wins the Heisman?
Trevor. Where's Ian Book on that list?
Ian Book is 20 to 1.
I like that.
I do too.
I say Trevor.
I don't think Trevor wins it. I don't think Trevor wins it. If he wins it, it's a lifetime achievement award.
I think that's what. I think with seasons like this, and this is I can only say this right now, but with seasons like this, that's how you get it. Like it's the Marcus Mariota.
That's fair.
Jameis.
I could see Travis Etienne winning it. I could see that.
If you think they're going to
should win it.
If you think they're going to take Trevor out early, then you would also think they take.
No, but here's the thing about.
He gonna get his 100.
Yeah, Etienne's gonna go 10 rushes for 140 and a half.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do that 10 times. The next thing you know, you're looking at a guy. I mean, he averaged like 7.5 yards a rush last year, didn't he?
Crazy,
I have no idea why you don't give him the ball 20 times, 25 times. That guy is amazing.
Who's the receiver? Ross, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe
they're
he's
good. The one receiver had the
he's hurt.
Is out. Like I think he had to be probably is done. He had to get his spine fused, right?
I'm sure they have like 8.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
8
Yeah.
backups that are amazing.
I forgot all
5
about that. You're right.
stars.
I'm pulling for Puka Williams personally.
Of course. Well, I'm pulling for
whatever his name is. That's
Chittarius.
Yeah, Chittarius.
Chitlins. Can you win the Heisman if you just have one game as maybe a North Dakota State quarterback or something?
Oh, Trey Lance.
Is he on the list?
Trey Lance is not on the list.
But he needs to have a big game.
Oh,
so
he needs to
that's
have
all they're gonna talk about.
a really big game.
That's
If he
all
only
they're
has
gonna talk
one
about.
game.
That'd be amazing. Let's take our final break. We'll be right back to wrap up the Sports Den.
A new season. Jaguar football starts here. A new beginning. Jaguar football lives here. The bank is open for business. Football season is here. Welcome to the jungle. The countdown to kickoff has begun. Let's get ready for football. Feel the roar of the Jaguars. Sunday at 1, Indianapolis. The NFL regular season is about to burst. Celebrate football season with 1010XL.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
I am Disinfector.
What's with him? I told him flu shots gave us a superpower against germs.
CVS is your one-stop shop for immunity support, from hand wipes to vitamins that are third-party tested to confirm they meet our high standards.
Take that, germs.
Plus, get a $5 off $20 shopping pass when you get a free flu shot. Visit CVS today. No-cost flu shots with most insurance. Restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com and cvs.com/tested for details.
Over 300 children in Northeast Florida are currently undergoing cancer treatment. 84% of families whose child is tackling cancer will experience financial hardship. This is Tom Coughlin, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, which is represented by the Gold Ribbon. Go gold this September with the Tom Coughlin J Fund to help our neighbors and community members tackling this devastating disease. Visit tcjfund.org/go gold for more information.
Right now at Diamonds Direct, pick any piece of beautiful jewelry. Get the best price. Pay nothing down. And spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. It's the easiest and smartest way to buy. 5 years, zero interest financing, and everything's included. From all engagement rings to all bands, bracelets, earrings, and pendants. Don't miss this encore offer for 2020. You can even finance the sales tax. 5 years, zero interest. Now for a limited time at Diamonds Direct. Approved credit. Get store hours, directions, and details now at diamondsdirect.com.
When it's summer in Northeast Florida, you need to know you can count on your cooling system. Cooler times will come, but fall is a long way off. You don't have to sweat it out. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. A small adjustment may be all you need. And Mike Merritt's Heating and Air is here to get your system in tip-top condition. If you do need something new, Mike Merritt offers a 10-year warranty on new systems. That gives you peace of mind you won't find anywhere else. Year in, year out, people wonder, what's Mike Merritt's secret? What can explain 30 years of excellence? The answer is simple. Mike Merritt is always ready to help and never an overtime charge. Merritt's techs work without commissions. They only do what you need. Merritt's cheerful staff is ready to help anytime. Call today. License number CAC 050384. On the web at merrittair.com.
Let's see if they can sit tight on the Roof It Right hot seat. Hot seat with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Players and NFL experts join Mike and Tony 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL. Roof It Right. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
Up in the morning with the rising sun, back to our dock before the day is done. Boats and trucks and airplanes too, bringing seafood from the world to you. Fresh from us to your family, come be a part of our legacy. Fisherman stop, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman stop, the ultimate seafood shop.
Frank Ramsey here for Big Chief Tire. When shopping for new tires or car service, you shouldn't have to sacrifice service for a good deal. That's why you should choose Big Chief Tire. At Big Chief Tire, they treat you like family. But don't just take it from us. You can count on their 4,000 Google reviews and a 4.75 average star rating across all Jacksonville locations. Rely on the team at Big Chief Tire for your tire, oil, brake, suspension, and alignment services. Schedule an appointment. Visit BigChiefService.com.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
I mean, y'all keep talking about the this Odell Beckham stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about. None.
You want to give them the rundown, JJ?
So there was a lady who was on a podcast, I was told, and she was saying some of the sexual things that Odell was into. And one of them...
Oh, I heard about this.
Yes.
Okay.
Was excrement and just gross. Basically, he's into poop. And...
Puka Williams?
No, different kind.
Oh.
And we're calling BS. James doesn't think it happened. I believe him.
I think it was... I don't think OBJ hit. I mean, I've had my, not issues, I've had my sayings about OBJ over the years, but I think when you're in a certain league,
like status-wise.
Yeah, like, I personally don't think Kim K is attractive, right? But I can see the attraction in Kim K. We've had a friend, we went to an after-hour spot. I remember we went to Aromas, and he was talking about meeting her and say, like, when you're around, that aura gets you.
You can feel it.
There are certain women who haven't been in that they always seem to have that kind of guy on that status. Like, you carry yourself in a certain manner. Like, I don't see OBJ like that whole podcast.
She didn't have an aura.
That podcast, you could tell that's them. Their aura speaks of, I get flued out. I post on IG and tell everybody where I'm going.
I get flued out.
That's what they say, flued. Because they don't, whatever.
Are they from Baltimore?
Like, I can't have you, like, discretion is a must. That's a very unique kink.
Yes, it's foul.
Very. You can't just go around letting everybody know that that's your thing, especially
you
if
have
you
to know for sure that she is on the team of I don't say anything, this is my job type of deal. Not loose lips.
Plus, OBJ is such a big athlete that he probably has non-disclosures. Like, I'm not gonna say he does.
Like the Spell Show episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that one guy does or one guy doesn't, but there is a certain king in sports that you'd be a fool to believe that nothing's ever happened, but you'll never know.
Right.
So many kings out there.
Yes.
Not naming any names.
No.
Just saying.
No. By the way, just give everybody an update.
Derek King, no.
Just give everybody an update. It is 25-9. The Braves are beating the Marlins right now.
Yeah.
25-9.
It's a wrap.
In the 7th. All right. We'll be back tomorrow night, normal time, 8 o'clock. We'll be watching football along with you right here in the Sports Den. We'll see you then.
Every down counts. 3rd and 11. Every play matters.
inside the 20 for a first down. But in the end, there's always a play that stood out. Performance Painting presents the high performance play of the game. Performance Painting, quality coat.